Hi guys, Steve here, and we're back in another ETS2 Back to Basics video. This time we've moved on to Iveco, and the Stralis. This is the lowest truck you can get in the Iveco range. A whopping 310 brake engine. I've done nothing else to it. It's got a standard interior, the standard chassis. As all I've done is added a paint job, so the racing stripes are on it, and as usual added the retarder gearbox. This time we're pulling 18 tons of timber in Russia, 82 kilometers, so not far, but should be a good test of the power that this thing's got. Let's start it up. Put some lights on. Jump inside. Now, instantly, the interior is awful. It looks like a really rough, horrible plastic, and not a pleasant place to be. I'm driving here to get to this job. I've already had a couple of incidents, so my dash is showing up as red. So hopefully it will actually get us there. Let's go. Let's see how we get on. It did okay power-wise. I've actually done a job previously to this one with something light, and it did okay, but as the other Back to Basics videos have been around the 20-ton mark, I thought it was best to try this out with something of a similar weight. So we're pulling 18 tons. Instantly I can feel that there's no power. So I don't know how we're going to cope getting out onto these forest roads. Could be a very long 80 kilometers. But this interior is awful. It looks like a really cheap plastic that they've used. The engine doesn't sound great. The exterior doesn't look great, especially in this low cab former. It's just not pleasant. And 310 brake. See, I haven't gone through the rest of the range yet, but so far this is the lowest powered engine I've tested. And the customer expects delivery soon. Great. Thankfully I'm using the G27 with a H shifter, so I can single shift the gears. Oh, that indicator. That's so bad. Barely put off in second. To get that junction, I had to single shift the gears. There's only 18 tons we're pulling, but this thing's got such a small power band. Will we actually be able to reach the 80 kilometers an hour speed limit? I don't think we will somehow. I would not like to drive one of these very far. Again, one of those trucks that I have got a couple of Ivecos in the fleet that are sort of top spec, and they do okay. So one of those trucks that I think would get better with engine upgrades and chassis upgrades and cab upgrades and certainly interior upgrades. But in a basic form, if you're buying this to start out in ETS2, I personally wouldn't. So far in the budget trucks, I think the DAF would be the best one to start out with. Oh, she got to 10th, that's something. And we're speeding. Didn't expect to get that sort of power out of this. Thankfully we're not far from my destination. 27k to go. We'll ignore the speed limit, because if we lose power now, we'll lose momentum. And I've missed my turning. Damn it. Hopefully we can... Yes, we can. Too busy trying to maintain the speed that I forgot to turn left. So I have to turn left down here. Here come those lovely indicators again. There's just no power. I know it's only 310, and the next lowest I've tested is a 360, but I wouldn't have thought there's been that much difference between a 310 and a 360. From the outside, as I said, it doesn't look great, even with the racing stripes I've added. It doesn't sound great. Probably one of those trucks that, rather than use the H shifter, may perform a bit better in automatic mode. But I stick with the H shifter and bat my way through. Okay, 23k to go now. A slight detour to the journey. Just prolong the agony of the truck. My foot is literally flat to the floor to try and get anything out of this. Don't change, don't change, don't change. Power band is so small. Well, you could call it a power band. A left turn ahead. And 13k. Forest roads again. And 8th is a bit adventurous, try 7th. Here's nice scenery. This is the Rust map add-on that I'm in. I quite like driving in Russia. I need to do more of it. Go for a gear change? Yeah. 4k to go, the end's in sight. Cow on the road. Okay, a bit of reverse parking to do. This thing's got the power to do it. Let's swing it around. forward. It doesn't even sound great from the outside. Can I save that? No, I can't save that. One little tiny overcorrection. Okay, let's go back and try that again. Oh, I'm going to take that surely. Nope. Come on, I want to be out of this truck. There we go. There we go then. The Iveco or Iveco Stralis 310 standard chassis. Not great. My score, it's got to be the worst so far. I'll give it a 2 out of 10.